What up, fam? I am so excited today about this webisode. This is part 2 of overcoming fear and depression. And if you haven't seen the previous video, I'll put a link up at the very top so that way you guys can go back to that video when this video is over and see what I'm talking about, see how this video goes with that video. But this is part 2, being yourself. Have you ever sought yourself? Have you ever thought about yourself as being a person who is just not able to do anything that they put their minds to? Or you just felt like that you just really, it still don't sound right. How about I just come back and try it one more time? Cut. Family, it's your boy Michael B, and I'm giving you part 2 of the series. It's not of the series, blah! It's not the series. Why do I keep saying series? Someone help my tongue. My tongue won't act right. Yo, what up, family? It's your boy Michael B, and I'm coming at you with part 2 of the first video, Overcoming Fear and Depression. And this webisode will be entitled, Be Yourself. So, man, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe to this video and my other videos, man, because I don't do it for me, but I do it for you. So let's get to the dope, man. Today's webisode is kind of really like a personal webisode because often in my past and even now, I kind of struggle with comparison. We all struggle with it in a way that makes us feel that what we're doing is not good enough because we're not getting the same results that another person is getting with what they're doing. So we end up telling ourselves that, man, I might as well just quit. I might as well just give up. I might as well just throw in the towel and just not even do this anymore because I don't even feel like I have what it takes. So I'm going to give you scriptures and I'm going to give you 3 tips and 3 topics on today's webisode to kind of help you overcome those fears and those anxieties and different things in the aftermath of it and how to deal with it. So the first tip is don't try to fit in. How many times that you hang around people and you find yourself doing something that you really feel uncomfortable with, but due to the fact that you're scared that they may call you lame or they may call you whack or they may just look at you as a person who's not hip or up to date, so you automatically put yourself in this predicament where you feel uncomfortable. And now you're hanging with these people and you're trying to fit in with them, but at the same time, you know in the back of your mind, I don't belong with this group. Why am I still hanging with them? Because somewhere along the lines, you know that you must be yourself. And the first scripture I'm giving you comes from Romans 12:2, and it reads, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God." And basically, this scripture is basically saying that renew your mind. During this time when Paul was reading this and saying this to the Romans, he was basically letting them know that only things happen when you renew your mind. Only things begin to look different to you once you renew your mind. So you want to please God, you're not worried about pleasing others. And this is tip number 2. Get rid of negative people and keep a positive circle. How many people right now can you think on one hand who are around you who you don't really need to be around at this very moment in your life? I'll give you a minute. Okay, minute is up. So when I said that, you automatically knew of at least 2 to 3 people that hit your mind that you know you don't need to hang around anymore and that don't need to be around you, period. So why are you waiting? Cut them off. I know it's not easy, and I know it may seem like it takes forever to get rid of certain people because you try to cut people off, you may stop calling them, you may stop talking to them on the phone, but they just don't get it. It's like, I have showed you in so many ways that I don't want you around me anymore. But some people just don't get it. So give them the sweet, tender, loving goodbye that they deserve and just go ahead and move on with your life and keep a positive circle. I have a scripture for this one as well. And this is the second scripture I'm giving you to go with the second topic that I gave you about getting rid of negative people. And we're going to see here shortly how this scripture goes with the second topic that I just gave you guys. And it comes from 1 Corinthians 15:33. And it reads, "Do not be deceived. Bad company ruins good morals." And during this time, Paul, he was requoting a proverb from a Greek poet named Menander. And this was something to really get their attention, and it seemed to have worked, because during this time, a lot of people in the Corinth church didn't believe that Jesus ascended, that he rose on the third day. So there was a lot of gossip, a lot of lying, saying it didn't happen. And one person spread it to another person. It kept spreading because of the negativity. But when he came through to shut it down and basically read this proverb, it basically opened up a door and window of opportunity to help people think a lot differently. Because we all know, you have negative people around you, it will corrupt the goodness that you have on the inside of you. So that was tip number 2 and scripture number 2. We have one more to go. And the last tip in scripture I'm giving you is write down your goals as motivation. Or write down your goals as motivation. I spit everywhere. But write down your goals as motivation. And I'm going to give you a scripture with this one. And make sure right after this, guys, you go and get your tablet, start writing down all your goals, everything that you know you should have been doing that you haven't did up until this point, things that you started, stopped, just were like, I'll come back to it later, but you never came back to it. This is the opportunity right now while you're looking at this video to go and get that tablet, go and buy you one, 50 cents, 25 cents, however much they cost. Go and get it, write it down. And the last scripture I'm giving you comes from Psalms, an awesome book in the Bible that King David wrote. And when I tell you so many Psalms have helped me out personally in my life, I'm pretty sure a lot will help you. So in your spare time, try to go to the book of Psalms, because I'm pretty sure it'll help you out. But the scripture comes from Psalms 37:4, and it reads, "Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." So that means whatever the desires you have in your heart that are pleasing and from him, trust me, he's going to come after them, because he knows what we need before we even ask. So there's no need to worry, fam, about negative people trying to make you be like them. Just be like yourself at the end of the day and love you and know your likes and your dislikes and never again try to fit in. So I'm Michael B, guys, and remember, you were created to be more than average, but you were created to be dope. And if you haven't hit that button, go ahead, hit that button, subscribe. Peace.